Alfred Hitchcock has been named the master of suspense. But how does he express it in his films? One of the main principles of creating suspense is to delay the moment when the expected event occurs. On this occasion, Hitchcock would posit a theory that clearly showed the difference between suspense and shock. He called it the bump theory. Let's imagine that the audience is watching the following scene on the screen. People are sitting at the table. They are talking peacefully about baseball. Suddenly, there is an explosion. There was a bomb under their table. The viewer is amazed, but only for a few seconds. It's a shock. Now suppose that the viewer knows about the bomb placed under the table and that it will explode, for example, in 5 minutes. And now, if you alternate frames that show people sitting at a table who are not aware of the danger that threatens them and the bomb with a timer that counts down the seconds, then the spectator will have to worry about the fate of the heroes for several minutes. And especially emotional people can even shout something like, "Enough of talking, there is a bomb under the table." This is suspense. Let's look at a few scenes of Hitchcock's direction in which the bomb theory has found application. The first is the birds. For no apparent reason, the birds have recently become aggressive toward people, attacking and even killing them. The main hero, Melanie Daniels, is waiting outside the school to pick up the younger sister of her friend and to get her out of harm's way. Right there, the audience is given information. With the next 7 shots, we can see that camera ping-pongs back and forth between Melanie and the birds behind her. Every time we cut to the birds, they're gathering more and more at an alarming rate. And every time we cut back to Melanie, the camera pushes in closer and closer to her face. Finally, Melanie has become aware of the nearby threat. But neither her, as the main character, nor us, as the audience, is aware of the extent of danger she is in until it's an amazing and suspenseful scene. Another film that will help us understand the nature of suspense is Suspicion. Here's a famous scene in which one of the main characters, John, bears to his ill wife a glass of milk. At first glance, nothing unusual except for a strange glow from the glass. It is known that John's wife, Lina, suspects her husband of killing his friend and admits that she may be the next victim. To this fact is added that John has been questioning her friend, a writer of mystery novels about untraceable poisons. The audience is shown a luminous glass. This information is accessible to the viewer but hidden from Lina. This makes us worry about the heroine because she's about to drink poison. But Lina does not touch the glass of milk, and the spectator will never know if there was a poison or not. The last in our selection of scenes using suspense, a fragment from the movie Rear Window. Jeff is a photo reporter, but because of a broken leg, he's forced to spend several weeks at home in a wheelchair, watching neighbors whose windows overlook the courtyard. These observations lead him to suspect that one of his neighbors killed his wife. Jeff's friend Lisa decides to get into the apartment of the suspected killer, Mr. Thorpe,
Lisa, what are you doing?
and find there some evidence. Jeff, as stationary as the audience, he can only sit there and watch. This creates a very interesting parallel between the audience and the main character.
Lisa, what are you doing? Don't go.
When we see Lisa and Mrs. Thorwald's wedding ring, we can also see Mr. Thorwald coming down the hallway to his apartment, and we know that neither one knows the other is on the opposite side of the door. This builds suspense in us as an audience.
Precinct 6, Sergeant Allgood.
Hello. Look, a man is assaulting a woman at 125 West 9th Street, second floor, at the rear. No, make it fast.
Okay.
Alfred Hitchcock once said, "I enjoy playing the audience like a piano."
And now you know how he did it.